The time is 11 o'clock on this late Friday night, July 26, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Friday night, July 26, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 66 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is Supreme Court clears way for Trump administration to use defense funds for border wall construction. Trump impeachment inquiry. The Democrats are divided and explain. Trump reaches landmark immigration deal with Guatemala. Donald Trump reached book deal for Barack Obama claims our White House AC. Fox News hosts schools Donald Trump opponent after latest speech has attacked the network. Trump says China could wait until U.S. election for trade deal. Infant twins found dead and formulated map in back of the box car, dad in custody. Arrest the Marine suspect of smuggling the migrants reports of lucrative trade. Anger spreading after fraternity poses at vandalized Emmett Till Memorial. 2 North Carolina bomb squads and agents in a June explosion. Hong Kong protested at Kabul airport. Trump downplays treachery purchase of a Russian missile system. Trump downplays latest North Korean missile tests. Girlfriend says selfie helped secure release of Israel teen accused of rape. Michelle Carter moved from the Bristol County House of Correction. Dr. Medic Mitchell began because of Trump's false testimony. T-Bob's sprint margin gains just amount of okay, thanks to Dish. Donald Trump's entire story about the economy fell apart this week. New England Company recalls 53,217 pounds of frozen meatballs were called for possible wheat and milk. Stocks now up 51.47 points at 192.45. S&P 500 up 3.19 points at 30.25 The Nasdaq up 9 with 6 at 83, 30.21. SpaceX has launched an experimental rocket ship set fire to about 100 acres of wildlife refugee in South Texas. An asteroid that could have wiped out a city nearly missed turf catches this by surprise. Strange superorganism is keeping its vampire tree alive. A man died after contracting alien ammonia from a water park. With 2.1 million price tag, families fight to get life-saving drugs for babies covered. And high Dallas bill canceled after journalists investigate. Peter Chodusor is 11:03. Look at that news from the Sun Chronicle. What if the worst happened in New England, including the Attleboro? Preparations for forecast hurricanes have changed since 1938, but if a big warner were to hit this area, the damage could be significant. Feds said Attleboro man linked to weapons trafficking and faces a ammunition charge. State funding will help North Attleboro to turn it in the way. Old School in the Senior Community Center. Attleboro 19% rate increase at South Attleboro mobile home park property by many people fixed incomes as part of city council to seek the establishment of a rent control board. Julie fires found 6 mosquitoes in Rehoboth. Aaron Hernandez estate settles wrongful death lawsuit. Landmark in downtown Taunton, the Taunton Municipal Lighting Plant clock on Main Street in Taunton, where yesterday I see many times. It won't be telling time for a while. The old time piece took a nosedive very Friday after a driver who says he returned boy his face in the pole and left it broken in half. Game on. Taunton finds new Thanksgiving football rival. They said the family of Christopher Gallum is stirred an interest in justice for a man they was truly humble and kind. Grandma caters exceptional students. Great American Little League won the second straight game in pool play at a Massachusetts State tournament Friday night with a 6-2 triumph over the Women of Field Dream Complex in Middleborough. Peter Chell, news time is 11:04. Time now for a sport. The Boston Red Sox defeat the New York Yankees at Fenway Park, 10-5. Over scores by Major League, Minnesota 6, Chicago White Sox 5. Got 2, Milwaukee 1, bottom 8, bottom 9, Cleveland 8, Kansas City 1. Bottom 8, Singles 5, Houston 3. Baltimore 7, LA Angels 7 at the top of the third. Bottom 3, Oakland 1, Texas 0. Top of the 4, San Francisco 1, San Diego 0. Middle 4, Detroit 2, Seattle 0, Colorado 12, Cincinnati 2, LA Dodgers 4, Washington 2, Atlanta 9, Philadelphia 2, Tampa Bay 3, Toronto 1, and New York Mets 6, Pittsburgh 3, and Miami 3, Arizona 2. Take a look at the standings. Sox 9 behind the Yankees and the Rays in the first place of the AL East. And the wild card, Red Sox half game beyond Tampa Bay for the final spot in the wild card behind Tampa Bay and Oakland. So the Red Sox slowly but surely making it interesting in late July and in August. And the Red Sox keep on hitting the runs and scoring, and defense will be good, and the Red Sox can make this interesting. Seahawks make Wagner has paid ILB, Mets are developing traded Noah Syndergaard, and Paul Sox over the shot in the road, 5-3. Peter Cello, new stop is 11:06. Time now for Peter Cello traffic transit check. Beep on the MBTA this weekend, starting Friday at 8:30 p.m. Green Line Sea Branches train center in St. Mary Street, and take your shuttle bus from St. Mary Street and Cleveland Circle for connecting service and Green Line Sea Branch does run on between Kenmore and Newton Islands about 10:30 p.m. on July 26th. Take the shuttle bus from Kenmore and Newton Islands for connecting service. Highways and byways of New England and Rhode Island. '95 on the northbound side. Low slow around the Outward Avenue in downtown Providence. But Rhode Island highways are looking good. And in the southeast of Massachusetts, 3 at the northbound side. Low slow between North Island and 228 in Rockland. Possible facility, 93 at the northbound side. Low slow at Route 1 in Charlestown and Somerville. Route 1 buffers over the river stretch. And Route 2 westbound side. Slow around the Belmont and Cambridge. Route 2 eastbound side. Also Lexington 128 at northbound side. Also 95 at Peabody. 495 at the southbound side. Also on the westward stretch. 290 on the westbound side. Also Shrewsbury. Maspec eastbound side. So the Westfield stretch. And 91 northbound side. Also around 57 in Angwam. 91 northbound side. Also before Route 9 and Carmel, Connecticut, and Hibbert's going around before 84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side. Little slow at Southampton, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side. Slow between Denver and Newtown, Connecticut. And Mare Parkway, both ends between North and the Fairfield. And 99 northbound side also between Greenwich down to Stamford. 95 at the southbound side between Darien and Stamford. 485 at the southbound side also Westport, Connecticut. Westport, Mass. In New Hampshire, spotted turback at the northbound side. Little slow at Lebanon, New Hampshire. At the spotted turback southbound side to Rochester, New Hampshire. Main turback at the southbound side. Little slow around the Wyndham, New Hampshire stretch. And 8789, 91 at the southbound side. Little slow around the U.S. Canadian border, 300 Vermont. And now it's 15 and 55. So around 7 Quebec around the U.S. Canadian border. And 89 northbound side also north of Burlington. Peter Cello's start is 11:08. Time now for Peter Cello weather report. Tonight's going to be partly fog after 3 a.m. was partly clouds by 57 degrees. Calm wind for Saturday, punch for 80 was. Wilson South got about 82 degrees, and calm wind coming to southeast by 6 by the afternoon for Sunday night. Wilson Coast got about 61 degrees, and south about 5 miles coming in for Sunday. Southern part got 86 about 69 degrees. Wind southwest by 3 to 8 miles an hour for Monday. Jet the shots at thunderstorm after 3 p.m. Most Science got about 89 degrees and a low 70 degrees, just pictures 45%. Tuesday, most Science got about 90 degrees and a low 69 degrees, wind southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour for Wednesday. Check the shots at the 11 a.m. Boston Study Park got about 86, about 67 degrees, wind southwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour, just pictures 30%. And for Thursday, at check the shots at thunderstorms, Petrol was mostly got about 80 degrees, a lot southwest wind, just pictures 50%. And for Thursday, most got about 65 degrees, and we have calm wind. And for Friday, at check the shots, most got about 83 degrees, calm wind. And just pictures 30%. That is maybe it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Friday, July 24th, late Friday, July 26th, 2019 at 64 degrees in North Massachusetts. I'm Peter. Hope you have a good night with a good 5 to 8, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. I hope you all have a good night.